like, don't write that from Santa
because when they cut that 600 off, it was like
The money side, I totally get it. They got to get that bag.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Nia though. I just wish more artists had originality.
I mean, I feel like
on lyricism.
Think y'all slick though. Hey, let me off.
Good morning. What's up, y'all? Thank you for tuning in to Threeway in the Morning with your host, Nye.
Liv.
Hakeem Tabon.
You know, the raw, most controversial podcast out there. We got a lot to talk about today.
So much.
We got a lot of tea.
Everything's been happening. It always happens like that. It's like, what are we going to talk about? And then the next 3 days are like, boom, 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 mad shit.
We got some tea with Fontane and Cardi B.
Hey, I'm sorry.
It's the audio for me.
The audio.
First one with the tea with Fontane is Up and It's Stuck with Cardi B.
Oh.
And she stealing some styles, and
it's the plagiarism for me.
The plagiarism. They always say that in college, like you know what I'm saying. Maybe these celebrities need to start submitting their things online so we can make sure, you know what I'm saying, it ain't stolen. But also, we're gonna talk about how our city, Rochester, New York, has been making lots of national news, all for negative stuff. Because now RPD, Rochester Police Department, likes macing 9-year-old kids. They done killed Daniel Prue. We got a lot to get into today.
And also Lil Uzi with his vision, his
Thanos,
the reality stone in his head.
I mean, if you got money to spend, go ahead.
I mean, I don't care. I just think it's hilarious that it's just gonna be there, and then if he takes it out, it's gonna be a big ass scar. And why?
It's just a waste of money. You know what you could have invested for $24 million.
I mean, he could have just gotten a goddamn chain or some shit. But right. I mean, then it wouldn't be all cool and new, huh?
Yeah, I don't think that he
$24 million
invested.
Chain.
You know,
something. But you know what? It's his money, so
I'm sure he has.
Ain't got nothing to do with me.
I'm sure.
I don't think he's that responsible. Maybe his team did.
Well, who's responsible for writing Cardi B stuff?
We need some
I'm tired of the jingle jangle rap music. I'm tired. And the bibbity bop boobity bop. I want some real rap. I mean, it's up and it's stuck and it's catchy and it's for TikTok, but it's like, Cardi, we know you're not writing your own shit. And it's like, I mean, we can't be surprised. She got hot off of Bodak Yellow, which was completely Kodak Black. So, I mean, can we be surprised that all her music and her sound sounds like everybody else? The visuals is cute. It's giving me Megan vibes. One thing I would say is, can't nobody say, y'all might say Nicki Minaj like mocked or was influenced by Lil' Kim's look and things like that, but actual rap style, Nicki has always had her own rap style. We ain't never said, well, Nicki trying to rap like this or rap like that. Nah.
I feel like everybody is going to have some similarities with people. Like, it's very, I mean, how many different flows right.
I guess for Cardi, her situation
you can't just straight up copy shit.
Yeah. And even if she was unaware of it, she could have been like, you know what? I didn't even know they took your song. That was my writers. I could put you on a feature. I could promote you.
Wait, I don't think people even know what we're talking about for that. So, like, there's rumors going around that Cardi B sounds like Saweetie, sounds like Meg.
First of all, okay. People like Saweetie, Cardi B, even Doja Cat. Sit down. Y'all not rappers. Y'all are not. Oh yeah, we know Nicki write her own music. Right. Period.
And I'm not saying she ain't never gonna get caught up copying nobody.
Exactly. And Safari wish he could say he wrote Nicki shit, because if that was the case, he would have been on top. But what I'm saying is that Cardi B is an entertainer. We know that she is not a rapper. Nowadays, I feel bad for people that really have musical talent, because you don't have to have the talent to be famous. You don't have to have the talent to be put on. And she's not a rapper. She's an entertainer.
But here's the thing. I don't, the whole, she sounds like this, she sounds like that. Well, everybody's going to sound like somebody at some point, whatever. The issue is that she literally straight up stole the whole hook. From this other rapper who came out with this song in last September. So a few months ago.
She did steal the whole hook.
She stole the whole hook. If you play it side by side, it's the same.
She stole the whole.
It's by like Mr. Pesos or something.
I would have let her slide if it was like a different cadence or a different style to it, but it was the same cadence, same beat, same tempo.
Yeah,
like, y'all took it verbatim.
Same exact thing.
She should have did like Drake and hopped on the remix, like how he hopped on like Versace remix and got, you know what I'm saying?
It won't look as bad for you if you just give somebody the credit. Be like, yeah, I remixed this song. Boom! It's still gonna go.
She don't know that because she don't write it. People just give it to her. Here, do it like this. I mean, this is how you got to say it.
Just keep it a book.
But I mean them, because now it's gonna look bad for her. Now her publicists are gonna be, oh shit, and now y'all gonna get fired.
And to be honest, if I'm being completely transparent, y'all stole the wrong song. It's still trash.
It's too.
I kind of like it.
It's too
I think it's catchy.
bippity boop bop to me. I'm tired of this TikTok dance moves shit. I want to hear some real rap.
Who wrote the song? What's his name?
Mr. Pesos.
Mr. Pesos. I'm about to see if I'm about to pull up a little clip.
Y'all look
right
it up
now
because it's the same.
Hook. I'm about to play it right now for y'all.
The same, and he probably didn't copyright it. That's probably why they did it. I bet her writers were like, "Oh, this motherfucker ain't copyright this shit. This is like a home video in someone's kitchen. We about to steal this and nobody's gonna know, and he can't sue us because doesn't have a copy written." So important message to all you young rappers. Yeah,
believe in yourself.
Or
believe in yourself.
Artists of any kind.
She got too much of an attitude.
Designs, anything.
I can't find it. I'm looking for it because I want to play it.
I'll play it. Fontane saying the whole name wrong.
What's his name?
Mir Fontane.
Yeah, I can't find.
Oh, I thought it was Mr. Fontane and Mr.
I think it's
Pesos.
two people though.
Yeah, it is.
The whole hook is a mess.
I wish I could.
I don't know. And she's trying to.
This is on my phone right now.
Oh, I can play it. Hold on.
There it is. There it is.
You got it.
Ready? Everybody, listen. Put your mic near it.
When it's up, then it's stuck. Hey, when it's stuck. Yeah, she should have just hopped on.
Wait, ready? Listen.
Wow.
Like that's the same thing.
It's the same shit. Damn, Cardi, you taking the L.
Damn, writers, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Wow.
Just credit somebody where credit is due, god damn it.
Wild.
You want to steal his shit, just give him a little money. He probably would have been happy with a teeny bit.
Cut me off a check.
It's not even about the money. Give me my writing credit.
Right, that too.
That's it.
Let me get a little famous. It's
did,
one song.
I mean, it's music. It's a music business. Everybody is influenced from people before them. A lot of these new songs are old remixes.
Yes,
all I hear on TikTok and these fucking kids moving, it be old shit. I'm thinking it's an old song about to play, and then it's the remix. I'm like, what the fuck? Going on, but it's definitely over for that. I don't know.
Y'all could just give some credit.
That's it. That's all I'm saying. Or
and
Cardi,
if you're a young creative, you better copyright your shit.
Or drop a real freestyle so we can know if she's an entertainer.
Valid.
I think we should separate entertainers from rappers. But I just want to say Nicki will never be caught ever saying that she stole somebody's stuff. I'm not a dick rider. I'm a fan. I'm a real fan, and I've been a fan. Period. So I'm just saying, like,
what's this?
Oh, come on, Deacon.
Hey, by the controversy.
Controversy can make you a star, believe it or not. Sometimes it's good when someone steals your song because you might not have gotten on any other way.
True. Look at Bobby Shmurda. Look at Bobby Shmurda. No, I didn't even know. I like Lloyd Banks with G, or whatever, but I wasn't just listening. I think that was his second album. The first album was good. It was the second one. Okay, Hot Nigga came out. Bobby Shmurda was riding the beat, got his own flow, had the little dance. Boom. Then we found out, that was Lloyd Banks' song. So it's definitely good sometimes.
Any publicity or like good publicity is good publicity. So yes, clearly now he's gonna be on more, but I think he would have been on even more if she would have just gave him credit.
Just give it a bug.
Yeah,
I just don't like her attitude towards it though. Even if you were unaware of it.
Girl, we know you don't write your music, so just say that.
You say that.
You're an entertainer. I don't dislike Cardi, though. Just because I like Nicki don't mean I dislike Cardi. I don't
dislike no women in the game because
I dislike a few.
They're women.
I mean, they could be women.
And I root for women.
Hey, y'all. Can I just say people are quick on their feet? She just dropped the song, LOL. We didn't give her no time to apologize or add him as a feature.
Shout out to Queen Nikki.
Yeah,
Period.
she don't need no time to. They should have been done that from the jump. I mean, I'm not saying her as in just her. I mean her and her team because they knew.
But the internet don't waste no time. Period. They're gonna pull receipts. They're gonna find.
But she didn't. Did she just drop the song or did she just drop the video?
Both of them dropped at the same time. Yeah. No, that's a new thing now. Just to drop the song in the video. Shout out to Beyonce, because I feel like she started that with that digital drop. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it is what it is. The song.
I just should have.
It's boppity beep bop.
Should have came out from the jump that it was influenced. Not even influenced.
Hop on the remix.
It was somebody else's.
Give them young boys their respect.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If that's the case,
they making a video
now that you got the song. Come put them on the remix.
Right.
Come do something.
Just
help them out.
Yeah, right.
That's pretty.
Literally, all she has to do is tweet their name like once, and they'll probably get like.
I wonder if Kodak Black ever got some money off her Bodak Yellow.
I
wonder because
didn't he had there's a remix of it with him on it.
Oh really? I ain't hear it.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah,
okay, well that's cool. I mean,
so boom, do boom.
Yeah, do that. Boom. Do that. Cardi, we rooting for you. Yeah, I think her rank. I just think that
I'm not blaming it on her. It's more her team.
It's her team.
I know
it's her team. They know better. They know better. They know better.
They knew they heard that shit and they were like, oh.
If this was Breakfast Club, if this was Breakfast Club, I would give Cardi Writers the donkey the other day. Which we 3 in the morning, so we gonna give you just to sit down, just have a seat.
Have a seat.
Several seats. Yeah.
Have a seat.
Everybody can't be the queen of rap. And
whoever wrote your song and ain't,
I agree. I want to hear real rap from female rappers.
Yeah, it's getting old. It's getting old. The TikTok, I know the kids love it. That's where the money at. I understand, but you do have some OGs in the game that want to hear some real shit. I mean, think about it. Everybody, when you turn on the radio, sounds the same.
It really does.
It sounds the same. Rapper sounds the same. It all sounds the same, but we need to get back to some originality and I really just want Cardi to be like, she should have been the host of a show or had her own show or something.
Yeah,
not a rapper. Saweetie either. She's so pretty. Be a model, be a cover girl, be a Vogue, something. You're not a rapper. You're not a rapper. I feel like you have to write your own thing. It's not. It's being made. Remember Made from MTV? I want to be made into a rapper. That's kind of like what they did to Cardi B. I like rapping. I think
in a stripper, I want to be a rapper.
You know what I'm saying? I respect the hustle. Cardi B.
That's what I'm saying. I root for all women in a male-dominated field. I'm not saying that they're all good or they all have talent or they're all whatever.
Because all these females rappers do not have talent. We're not even gonna sit up here and.
I think they have talent in other things, not in writing and not in rapping.
So do you? I feel like to be a rapper, you have to at least write your own shit.
She ain't lying. Everything is the same. I don't know.
Who is why anyone?
Who is what? Who is why? Who we listening to?
Who why? Who where?
Got it. All they music. I was just about to say that all the music videos look the same now, bright ass colors and basic ass lyrics. Thank you. I ain't gonna front. That Crybaby video definitely
the unoriginality for me.
Is it, the Crybaby video? I love it. Shout out to Megan. But everything is starting to look the same. Cardi B visuals is great. It's great.
Well, the WAP. I mean, with
them
Cardi
together,
and
but
Megan
everything's starting to look the
all
same.
All the colors, and then it was like the same color scheme for like Crybaby.
Yeah,
pink
and then it's
and
the
yellows.
same. But it's not different no more. I don't know, y'all. We tired. That's all we saying.
If you're mainstream, you're a queen.
I get it for the money side. I totally get it. They got to get that bag. Mm-hmm. I agree with Nia though. I just wish more artists had originality.
I mean, I feel
focus on lyricism. So I really want to listen to real.
Don't
rap.
you think this kind of happens with every time period, like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys?
Yeah.
We was just
all the boy bands at all the same time, all looked the same, all danced the same, all sounded similar.
That's true. 98 Degrees, NSYNC,
and then all the R&B shit, and all the R&B shit sounded all kinds of
you know how they did Britney and Christina. I guess it's true.
This is what happens, and everybody
who could twerk. It's true.
That's it.
But there's always fads and there's always these like times of like, this is what's hot, so everybody's gonna do that.
Oh yeah,
and then it's gonna go into the next phase.
Wow, Crybaby. Yeah, all the videos, it all look the same. I agree.
And I think
we're tired.
Patti LaBelle made a very good statement. She said this a few years ago. She said music these days lacks substance.
But I still like the bops. Just
I like some teeny boppers.
They catch
yeah,
me.
oh yeah, because if
like
it's in the club, and I'm not gonna say if I listen to it, then it's up, bitch, it's stuck, period. But you know, you know, I'm not.
Most rappers is who got the most money.
Yeah, I think he meant male.
Oh yeah, male rappers, they also on the same too though. I feel like we come down, or society just come down more. I mean,
male
women.
rappers have more money because they've been able to make it longer.
Well, how do you explain Uzi Vert?
We don't explain Lil Uzi. He got one thing about Lil Uzi. He's in his own lane though. Don't nobody sound like Uzi. He got his own sound. He got his own look. Little diamond in his head. Like, I mean, give to the. I mean, we can't tell motherfuckers what to do with their money. I guess when you have so much money, you could.
Terrell talking about plastic surgery now. I mean, I feel like that's society's fault.
That's true, and I want Cardi to stop touching up her face and her butt, but we can't. You know, that's society's fault.
That's because everybody dogged her for having ugly teeth and
I like the ugly teeth. Cardi,
Megan, the whole thing with Megan and her nose. I was like, I swear to God, if y'all make her get plastic surgery, I will never forgive society.
I think Megan has the rawest body and look, and I don't even see a tattoo on her body.
I don't
like not saying that means anything, but you don't really see that.
No,
I
like Megan
nowadays. She's organic.
She's a real ass.
She's organic. She put her pen to the paper. You know, I'm tired of them saying Doja Cat is a rapper because she's not.
Right. Brittany said, "Swear to God, she don't even look the same anymore."
I thought she was a pop star.
I don't know what she is. She don't.
Everybody gets money.
Chris Brown don't look the same no more either.
You see Dolly Parton?
That's what Coke do.
Poor Dolly Parton's like an angel on earth. I mean, she's amazing. She gives mad money. She like advocates for minority groups and shit. Mm-hmm. So I ain't gonna. I love Dolly.
I rather
but
like
damn
Dolly.
bitch,
I love Jolene.
What is your face made of now?
Lil' Kim, it make me sad.
Ooh, that should make me
I love Kimmy too. It do, but you know, self-hate and being in the forefront.
Being in the forefront, have people talk shit about you all day, every day. All these fucking haters and
people online that don't know
you. Y'all be tearing people down.
For the record, I like the ugly teeth Cardi because she ain't give a fuck.
She said forever.
Basically, that's what she should have did.
She said forever.
That's what she should have did. What she should have done, because if it's up and it's stuck, it's kind of like if we beef forever. She should have retook that old one that she did years ago when she wasn't popping and redid it, and she would have been lit. Now it's up and it's stuck, and you stole somebody's sound, and we can't really.
And it's up and it's stuck. It's stuck now. All I can hear is his shit.
So
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
You know, it's the kids like it though.
Just give some credit.
Making the money, you know.
Little TikToky kids.
Little TikToky kids. We getting too old.
Little ticker talk.
The little ticker talk. You know, I haven't gotten a TikTok yet. We need to take Threeway in the morning to TikTok. We might could get millions.
Might help.
You know body yada yada yada.
They about to do when it's up, then it's stuck. Little
I know.
So we're gonna be learning that next. Okay, is that the tea?
Is that the tea?
I think that was it. Oh, and I did want to mention, y'all know Silento though.
Oh,
well, he went from Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nay Nay, to Watch Me
Watch Me Nay Nay,
and then he said, "Watch me grab that AK."
Oh,
this boy done went and murdered his cousin.
He murdered, but do we know?
We don't know why. But
I hope it was for a good reason. I'm not saying.
No, she did not.
To kill somebody.
I hope you killed your cousin for a good reason.
We don't know what happened.
You gotta put him down.
You know.
Oh no.
Y'all
gonna kill me one day?
No, I ain't gonna kill you. I ain't gonna kill her, but don't push me.
His team issued a statement stating that he suffers from mental health problems.
Okay.
And
so he needs to be locked up if it means he's gonna kill people.
But that's not necessarily true because a lot of people suffer from mental health in the Black community, and that ties into what else we got to talk about today.
Oh, of course. But if your mental health is causing you to kill somebody else, you gotta go.
I'm sorry, Terrell. You know that in the United States, you're guilty until proven innocent, and we love to think we're innocent until proven guilty, but that ain't true. That ain't true.
Unfortunately.
Is that the same for YNW Melly, who shot his?
No, he said it on a song. I got murder on my mind.
That was released before
he already said he had murder on his mind.
Oh, so he's guilty until proven innocent.
He said it.
Okay.
He said it, not us. I didn't say he had murder on his mind. He said it.
Oh no, wait. Highlight that that one. I agree. Yes, anybody can have mental health issues.
Facts.
Black people
That's a
too.
fact.
But,
yes, in the black community, it's not
but
taken.
the white people that have mental health issues and then go shoot up places also need to be locked up.
No, they
forever.
do. Forever.
Forever.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is
I'm with
that
Terrell, though. Make sure we have that same energy with black people.
They don't. They don't
Make sure we get
because
them rehab facility instead of prison.
But you know, here in Rochester, you get a mental health call and the police step on your motherfucking neck,
right,
or mace a 9-year-old child. So it's like
that brings us to our next.
Yeah,
topic.
well, that brings us to one of the main motherfucking topics.
Let me get comfortable for this.
This was national news, CNN.
Shade room.
For the record, for the last couple of years, Rochester, I feel like since that mass shooting at the Boys and Girls Club, we've been national for all the wrong fucking reasons. Like, I don't understand. And it's the simple fact that we have too many instances now with the police department and their training that the attorney general has to step in all the time.
Their lack of training.
Lack of what is it?
Empathy.
I mean, I don't think so. Yeah. So I think the cops should have been called if there was a stabbing, because that's what the 9-year-old girl was freaking out. Because
let's back up. Rewind for people that don't, that's not from Rochester or that don't watch CNN or what happened over the past 2 weeks. There was a house call. And
I'm pretty sure the mom called the cops because the 9-year-old ran away, as in she ran down the street. Which, would make I'm sure any parent would be a little concerned. But this is the thing, bitch, you was fighting with her dad.
Okay, hold on. You call it her bitch. Okay, so
yeah, because she's a bitch. I don't like the mom.
No, I know. And here's my issue.
You are toxic to that poor little girl. Just so you know.
The police toxic too.
Oh yeah.
And that's even worse. If your family and your house, let me back up. Let me rewind. So the little girl got apprehended. She was in the back of the police car, handcuffed, and because she wasn't following the cops' direction or whatever, and she was a little irate or whatever, he maced her. And now we're here. They said he got suspended. I heard he got suspended with pay. I don't know how true that is.
And Ariana made a good comment. I feel like it's also has to do with black families thinking that kids are okay and not going through anything.
Yeah,
facts.
Oh my god, yeah. That's the thing. That's why I hate the mom the most, because
not only
if you
with
watch
the moms, even with the police officers, I feel like they just they just didn't give a fuck.
Absolutely.
I feel like there was
you have to understand, this little girl just thought her dad got stabbed by her mom, and you're trying to force her into a cop car. She don't know what the fuck's going on, if she's about to go to jail, if she's never going to see her dad again, if he's dead, who knows? You have to understand this is a 9-year-old child who does not comprehend. We all know children's brains are not developed.
Not to mention
you can't make sound decisions
that we have been dealing with RPD. I don't feel safe now. Yeah, I'm not safe with you. I don't know what the fuck you're doing to me. I don't know what's
Here's
going
my
on.
biggest issue. Fuck you, a cop. You as a human being, you see a 9-year-old crying for I want my dad. The first thing you don't have a paternal instinct, or why is your empathy selective? Because if this is a white child, it would have been a different story.
And here's the thing: if you watch,
it wouldn't have been apprehended as a white child.
If you watch the one, body camera, because there's 2 body camera footages. The one is the one who first saw her, ran up to her while she was around the corner on the street, and is talking to her at first and seems okay, he's just trying to talk to her, and then the mom comes up and is like, you better get your ass back to this house.
Here's the issue.
And then she calls the little girl a bitch and is like, you about to get your ass whooped for lying.
And what I'm gonna say is this, because this is what I keep seeing on all the news channels and the articles and all these motherfuckers. I want to comment, it's the mother's fault. It's the mother's fault.
We
know that.
I'm gonna get on her soon, but we about to get on.
We're gonna get on.
It's both of their faults.
It starts at home.
They all failed the 9-year-old.
We already know that, though. We already know that. At this point, now we had to call the police to apprehend and come in to handle the situation. Right. We know it starts at home. We know that. We're not gonna, but what we're not gonna do is say because it's the mother's fault.
Oh no,
it's okay to mace a 9-year-old child. Yeah. I work with mental health.
Sir.
Yeah. I work with a lot of youth that I have seen that had to get MHA, that done got hog tied, that done said suck my dick, that done spit at the police. You're apprehended. They have never. Maybe they need to get training, maybe from Greece police or something a little bit. And I'm not saying that they're not racially motivated either at all. But what I'm saying is that when we call people to these mental health issues and things like that, what is the fucking protocol? Because now y'all harming us more than what the fuck y'all should have never even fucking came.
You don't know how to handle children.
Well, here's the thing: is like you said, people that deal with children or even handicapped children or handicapped adults, there are grown ass men that can be de-escalated without being detained and maced, and people do it all the time in group homes. A grown-ass man who is just slightly disabled might be having a mental breakdown, and the thing is not to handcuff them and mace them, okay?
So
if they can de-escalate something without violence, without any kind of like irritants and things like that, then so can the cops. The cops are just impatient, and they think that
because I'm a cop, you have to listen to me. Get your foot in here right now. If you don't, and he kept saying it, if you don't, I'm gonna mace you. Bitch, what?
Well, why are you talking to a child like that, though? Right. And then why are you so fixated on detaining a child? Why can't you just speak with her?
Exactly.
Why were you so fixated on arresting her?
And that's why I said, too, there was like 10 cops around. One of y'all had to do, let her sit within the handcuffs with her feet out of the door. Why is she in handcuffs?
I don't like that shit.
She's detained.
I mean, I don't care about the handcuffs. The mace was the big fucking issue. The handcuffs, whatever, the handcuffs don't hurt her unless you like doing some shit. But the mace actually hurts children. Period. It's not good for them.
There should be no reason a grown man should be spraying a child, period. So what this means is that we need to go back.
Especially a detained one.
To the training in RPD. Throw RPD away. Throw it away. Start over. Why are we talking about RPD?
Yeah, like she committed a fucking crime. Like she done robbed a store.
Because she ran away from home because she saw her dad get stabbed. Oh God for fucking bid. She's having a slight issue, and anybody shows a little fucking empathy. And
so here's the problem. Now moving forward, we have this little girl and her family life that's obviously fucked up at home. Where is CPS, where's Child Protective Services? We run into this problem so many times that we know a certain household and certain things are going on. Well, they get a lot of service calls and then it get ignored until something is
overwhelmed,
escalated.
Because we don't have enough social workers.
The point. But we don't have a lot of social workers that care. They're underpaid. I think of social workers like teachers. I think of them like teachers.
Exactly.
And not all teachers are like that, and there's not all social workers like that. But what I'm saying is the demand for them, and how they are getting treated don't make somebody get up and want to go to work every day and be like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But speaking about RPD, the ex-police chief Singletary, he is now suing the mayor. And I love it because everybody is just like, oh, he should be the next mayor. She did him so filthy. No. This, that, and the third. He's a stand-up guy. No, they both lied.
I'm not buying
let's call it spade a spade. They both knew exactly what happened and both decided to withhold the information from the public. That's what it is. He is no better than the mayor ain't no better than him, and he is no better than the mayor.
And they didn't see anything wrong with it.
At least she faced the public.
And that's the fact. She faced the public, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm ghetto. He's so pussy, he just quit and wouldn't take accountability.
And that's just what it is. But we're not gonna put him on a pedestal because y'all both wrong.
But that's the thing is, like, you guys, when it happened, you had an opportunity to say to the public, this happened, this was wrong.
And she faced the backlash. She's still facing the backlash. And I'm not giving her a pat on the ass. I'm not, but it goes to show a little bit of character because he couldn't even stand up and face the public and fucking say, you know what, we're wrong. We shouldn't have did this. You know what I'm saying? This is how we shouldn't have went about it. He covered it up too, and everything he knew before she did. That's it. He
definitely knew before she did because he was the
pussy.
That's what it is. You couldn't stand the backlash. At the end of the day, we have, and as a black person,
it should have been before the backlash.
But I'm thinking before the backlash, before he even told her, you're pussy as a black. Forget your job.
For thinking it was okay. As a black man,
you thought it was okay, and nothing struck up in you and be like, nah, that ain't right.
And being like, we need more training, we need more whatever, we need to go through mental health.
It was money over morals. That's
and so what we see is that as a community, we don't have any public servants or anybody that's in these political roles standing up for us and speaking up for us. You the police chief and you let this shit happen. You the mayor and you let this shit happen. I see now that she's trying to do more and she's trying to, you know what I'm saying, be more fun. You know what? We fucked up.
It's a little late.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, you know what, I agree. It's very late.
It's a little late.
It's too late to apologize.
It's a little late.
It's a little late to apologize, but what we need to do, AG, Miss Lady, come in here and RPD need to get shut down and rebooted.
She mad about the
I know she know.
Too.
I know she. So
she
where is the training? Where is the training? We need more people. Shout out to a lot of these community activists, these different organizations. Yes. Those are the people and us that's getting up and going to protest and to fight about these things.
There was a protest for it.
It wasn't a code. I wasn't in no code. Shout out to y'all.
I know.
Yeah, it is. Those are the people that are the voices. We are the people that are the voices for, the community. But when are we going to have political leaders and these people that's in these higher?
That's actually for the culture.
That's for the culture and the community.
When can we have healthcare professionals respond to mental health calls? I get okay, there was a shooting, there was a robbery, call the police. If there's a 9-year-old girl who ran away from home because she's seen something traumatic and she's like down the street, it ain't like she's like 3 states away. Have a mental health, have somebody come that can talk to her and get through.
We don't de-escalate crises no more. We go straight for the mace.
Right.
I can teach y'all about some crisis intervention skills.
Because I think as for someone in that position, you don't know how to practice
as
conflict
a parent.
Resolution.
There are so many parents that do this on the daily.
Conflict resolution.
But you have to think about it. These cops,
y'all never had a
these
child
cops
run away
are not.
from home?
They're not from where we're from, so we can't expect them to empathize with us and to understand where we're coming from if that's something that they didn't have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Growing up in Dansville or Henrietta or anywhere else, we have all these people, we're not even gonna start talking about institutional racism because I could go all day long. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the reason why you don't see a lot of black faces in these roles.
And it shows. So as a 9-year-old, even as a 27-year-old woman, and y'all talking about calling RPD, y'all might as well not call them motherfuckers. How they gonna help me?
Well, this is the thing, is that it used to be police were from their community. And there is still, to become a police officer, when you go into the academy, and firefighters, I think civil service things, I think there's different time limits on them, but you have to be a city resident. Only for a certain amount of time, though, which a lot of the times people that live in the suburbs just get an apartment or something where they can have a mailing address, and then they go through and then whatever. And then after like a year or something, when you're on the force, you can then move away.
I wonder what their diversity training looks like.
Right. The thing is, we need to get back to we need to get back to cops being in the community, living in their community, caring about the community
policing.
Yeah.
I don't think it was ever about
Know
that.
the people.
Get out your police cars. Knock on the fucking door. Hey, I'm officer so-and-so. I'm in this area. This is what I fucking do. If you have a problem, you know what I'm saying?
And they wouldn't have to do that if they
so we know.
There,
back in the day, there was other than the crooked cops. I ain't gonna say their names. Niggas that was in the hood. But you knew a couple that you always seeing patrolling and shit like that. And that you knew, oh, here come fucking Moses. Everybody go ahead because he finna get your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, or shit like that. But it's an issue, and I'm just ready to see how this all is going to unfold. I'm ready to see what Rochester leadership is going to do. It shouldn't have to take all these protests. I feel like we're protesting about the same shit now all the time.
And let's make it clear that defund the police does not mean get rid of it altogether. I mean, some
we're not
might
making no $1 million headquarters for you bitches.
Right.
We definitely not. Y'all can't even get y'all regular training down correct, but y'all want
that might not be a bad idea. You might have to burn that bitch down and start over.
They was about to burn up the public safety building.
We'll always need some type of criminal enforcement.
Of course.
As a woman, all women know that. I need somebody with some type of power to call if I'm ever getting stalked or
it's
something on my street.
It's human nature for people to,
you need
act
someone
out.
to call.
And we definitely need the law, but what we need...
But you need training. You need training. Empathy. You need to, this 9-year-old
not even
girl,
work training. You need home training.
But we need a law we need policies, procedures, and practices, aka institutional racism. Policies put into place that protect all of us, just not some of us.
And that's what that PAC board was for.
The police accountability?
Yeah. Or PAB.
Yeah, PAB board, yeah.
Which I voted yes for, because if you're not doing anything wrong,
they're not even being held accountable. I
Right.
get to spray a 9-year-old girl, and now I'm suspended with pay to make it look good. Miss Lady AG, please come get them together.
Traumatize that girl her whole life.
Like, aren't you supposed to use mace only when someone's being like, I don't know. I don't even know. But all I know is that was not the situation you were
talking about
to use mace in.
We're talking about force. We're talking about mental health calls.
Right.
It just seems like there's no adequate training.
Like, let's imagine it was a person with disabilities, a child with disabilities, an autistic child.
Let's imagine if they were white.
I mean, yeah, that too. Yep.
Imagine that. How would that situation have been dealt with differently? And I've seen working with youth with mental health and things like that. I have definitely seen
one of them. It would be heartbreaking, and it's not going to help. You think that's going to help?
Macing one of them that's already detained, hands behind their back
in the car. She just don't have her feet in, so you can close the door, so you guys don't have to talk to her anymore.
It was basically
God forbid she is scared, and you guys are just going to close her up in the fucking cop car, and she doesn't want that because she's scared. Like, assholes. Assholes.
I think the real question is, and this goes for some folks, why is your empathy selective?
Yes. Or non-existent.
It shouldn't be selective.
Because it's selective.
It's the ignorance.
You got to do some.
A lot of it is ignorance, though. I feel like with these police, what they need to do now when they start training and stuff like that, y'all need to make them live on Parcells or some J Street or somewhere. Y'all need to build a house in the hood or somewhere and make these motherfuckers live how we live in. So maybe you can get your eyes open and understand people do certain things and act a certain way because we don't have the basic social economic needs. We can't get to how y'all can get to things. You know what I'm saying? Certain things in the household, obviously with this 9-year-old girl, it's not the way it's supposed to be. We know that.
And see, I was only bringing up the mother, not because, she, the mother, this, that. So it makes what the cop
she
did
ain't
okay.
shit either.
Not at all. But if you as the cop, if I'm trying to talk to this girl and the mom comes up and says, I'm going to whoop your ass for lying. You better get your ass back to the house. All this shit. Why the fuck didn't you see that and be like, oh, this little girl needs like someone to talk to? Like she clearly lives a traumatic home life. Her mom,
if
she
you
thinks
calling
her mom
they
stabbed her
people
dad.
blunt, they simply don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
If she thinks her mom stabbed her dad and the mom's like, I didn't stab him. He had me in a headlock and my nose was bleeding. If I was the cop, I would have been like, what the fuck are you guys showing?
Let's separate her right now.
Exactly.
Let me know. You know what? I'm gonna keep
that
you.
Would make
I'm gonna
feel
keep you
more
right
bad.
here until we get things settled. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work on looking for your mom and dad.
That would make me more sad.
Conflict resolution. They don't have those.
Putting her in handcuffs, putting her in a cop car.
They don't have the patience. They don't have patience for us. They don't have patience for people with brown skin.
And that's what we have. Why aren't black children seen as children?
There it goes.
It's like,
why aren't black people seen as human? Period.
That's what it comes
Daniel
down to.
Pruitt wasn't no child.
What's the issue?
Daniel Pruitt wasn't no child,
right? And
they still treated him. I don't even want to start talking about that because it's gonna piss me off.
But for some reason, it's like because she might be taller or she might be bigger or she's like not a 9-year-old.
He act like he was fighting her and she was body slamming him or something.
She's sitting in the car. Y'all can just give her you can be patient and talk to her like a human. Be fucking human for 1 fucking second in your goddamn life.
I'm gonna say this again.
What can a 9-year-old do to you though as a grown man?
Exactly. A handcuffed 9-year-old sitting in a cop car.
And you got a whole gun on your
God forbid you need to close the door right this second.
I want to know what the fire department does. I never have an issue with the fire department. I never have an issue with the first responders other than the police. It's just something.
It's a complex.
It's something about that.
It's a power trip. It's a complex in their mind.
Maybe they need some training from the fire department or something.
I think it's a tough pill to swallow, but the police is not in your favor.
They're not. So what do we do? My question is,
and like I get they have to deal with criminals and shit, but like you can tell the difference. What? Like I understand some situations might be like confusing. A 9-year-old who's already handcuffed, anybody who's already detained, it goes back to George Floyd. The motherfucker's on the street, laying on the ground in handcuffs. Why the fuck are you kneeling on their neck? Why the fuck are you just letting them?
What? I want to get too deep on this, but Ariana said I feel like they do it just because they can have an advantage of someone.
Yeah, it's a power trip.
It's a power trip.
You notice this in the workplace place too.
Yes, of
I
course.
know you can relate to
so,
this.
Managers.
Let me say this.
It's some weird superiority or godlike.
So
as if everyone's not human.
Yeah.
So let me tell you
door.
this. So I got into a car accident a couple weeks ago, and the police took forever to come, over an hour, 3-car accident, whatever the case may be. And so now I'm pissed off. And so when the cop arrived, me as an angry person, just getting my car hit, sitting at a red light, doing certain things, I have an attitude. What took y'all almost an hour and 30 minutes to come? Or whatever. Of course, I didn't say it this calm. I'm irate at this point. You know what this man gonna tell me? I just started my shift. I told him I don't give a fuck if Jesus just started his motherfucking shift. What do that got to do with me? Now, moving forward. Let me move backwards a little bit. Customer service. This, if I was working somewhere at a grocery store, at Wegmans or something like that, and an angry customer came up to me, right?
You ain't never gonna tell them. I just started my shift.
Bitch, you mad? I just started my shift. They wouldn't give a fuck. I would be right out the door.
Yep.
Once again, he wasn't able to emphasize, ma'am, you know what? I understand you're, upset. I'll get with you in a minute. I understand there's a lot going on. Something. Then I would have still been mad, but I would have had to sit back and, you know what I'm saying?
At least if he said, I'm sorry, I just started my shift.
He basically told me, I don't give a fuck. I just started my shift, and that continued.
No, sorry,
it escalated. Y'all know it escalated. It's up and it was fucking stuck. But how do you feel like you could talk like that to me? You know what I'm saying? Just because you're the police. What happened to the customer being right?
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
That brings us to our next topic.
Yeah, exactly.
Woo! Right. The fuck.
There was some drama. There's always drama.
It's drama.
There's always drama. I'm not talking small about businesses.
That particular
I'm not talking about anything specific,
instant.
But goddamn.
But our last topic was
broke boys deserve no pussy.
Period.
It's true.
That's true. But too bad she stole that. Up in the stuck for somebody else. But we are off that now. We had to get into Facebook was on fire yesterday.
I mean,
it's always on fire.
Facebook.
But Black businesses and the professionalism, and it's always an issue. It's always an issue.
This video right
we
now,
talked about it a couple weeks ago when we were talking about hair and the different things with Black entrepreneurs. I just want to understand, why do white people have successful professional businesses and Black people cannot? And it was a lot of things getting tied into the conversation, because some people was like, well, if you act like this on Facebook, I know you act like this in your professional life. That's not true. I could cuss a bitch out all day long on Facebook. I could act as righteous as I want to be on Snapchat. That doesn't tie into my professionalism in the workplace. So I want to put that out there as well. No, because how many people that you work with? Sally was a good old bitch until we got on Facebook and seen she was a Trump supporter.
You know what? And what I'll say is, and I think we'll
and then I wouldn't support them anymore.
It's selective. I guess if some people can be a different person on social media and a different person,
But I'm saying you wouldn't know she was like that until you knew about her. She can separate.
Yeah, but once I see it,
for some folks,
then it's over. That's the thing, is you have to know that, like, we've always been taught everything on the internet, your employers are always going to look,
and it's true.
Everyone's going to see that. So you need to handle yourself accordingly. Like if your boss is going to see it. Now, here's the thing, for small businesses, they don't have a boss. They are their boss, but you still have to kind of act like, not your employer is going to see it. Your customers are going to see it. And if you are handling yourself not in a great light, that's going to reflect on you.
It depends because I know a lot of people that act professional.
I'm not saying you can't be professional, but there's certain things.
It's certain aspects. I would say like racism is one of those things it's a zero tolerance. If you're racist on Facebook, you're racist out in real life. That's one thing that's a zero tolerance for me. But what I'm saying is that there are some people that act like they're so professional on Facebook and certain things like that, and then you go do business with them, and you be like, "Bitch, you sold me $1 in a dream." Yeah, like it's ridiculous, but it's crazy because you want to support Black businesses. We try to support each other, but I can't go to a certain soul food restaurant and get some food because he closed when his business hours say he open.
Right.
But I'm going to go to Panera Bread because I know they open when the fuck they said they open. Or Salvatore's because I know they open when they said they fucking open. You know what I'm saying? Yep. It's the change in the appointments.
We're lacking professionalism, but I think we a little too focused on the money.
And here's the thing too:
if about the customer service,
if something happens and you're the business owner, you need to reschedule, or your client is y'all need to say sorry. Even if it's out of your control, or it'd
be too hard for them to say sorry because they feel like, bitch, I'm doing you a favor, giving you my business.
But it's like, but I'm paying you, so there's no favor.
Everybody money, once again, everybody money is green. Sure but and I seen a lot because I had to put up a status because I had some honest, questions, and a lot of people said, especially here in Rochester, it's a fame thing, it's a popularity thing. I'm gonna do so and so shit first, or I'm gonna do somebody else shit, or it's like a bandwagoner dick riding thing. Like everybody money ain't green.
And that makes sense because just to kind of add to what you said, it come back to your ego. I feel like people just got a big ass ego, big old head, and they can never take accountability. Like, you know what? I fucked up. My bad. Let me do this for you. Let me do this.
I'm gonna need y'all to, if you want to start a small business, I'm gonna need you to either be a waitress or be a server, or work in a call center. Retail.
Oh yeah, call center.
Or work in some type of customer service / retail. Because boy, oh fucking boy, will you learn how to apologize for shit that is
not even
anywhere close to your pay grade.
Call center motherfuckers call about bullshit that you don't even.
People curse me out because prices change on the menu at a chain restaurant.
Like you do.
Yes, I actually went to the computer and changed it just for you, sir.
Ariana said, I feel people don't have customer service no more. And in a business, you have to be ready to serve people and not sell people. Exactly. It's a customer service for me. Let me tell you, I'm always going to talk about Wegmans because, it's Wegmans. But and I worked there for a very long time. And it's not even that not only do they treat their employees a certain way that makes you actually want to work for them.
They implement you
the customer service is immaculate. Let me tell you. Fucking even I'm gonna say even Starbucks. We're gonna throw Starbucks ass in there too. Y'all don't sue us. We ain't got no money. But the service is so immaculate that when they come out with this racist bullshit, or that one time they said Wegmans was being racist, which I'm not saying that certain locations and things don't. They hurry up and try to fix it, try to tackle the problem, and the shit be like, well, damn, they service so good, and they actually tried to tend to the problem, even with Starbucks. They tried the little diversity thing. I don't know if it worked or not, but the service is so immaculate, we still go back. I'm still going to think like, yeah, Wegmans was racist at one time. They did, talk about it and try something, but I'm going to go here before I go to fucking Walmart because it's the fucking service for me.
They took the accountability,
You got to beg and plead with Walmart to give you your money back.
I think if a customer, a loyal client is coming to you expressing concerns on how you handle them, clearly they still want to be your client. Just take that criticism. Obviously, if you keep getting it over and over, everybody ain't lying.
So you're saying I will say black people don't know how to take criticism, constructive criticism, let alone that if you feel like somebody is telling you something, you feel like, oh, they hating on me, and
or
certain
say
things
sorry.
Like that.
Like I'm not just black. I'm not just any small business. Just say sorry, even if it's not your fault, even if it's out of your control, even if you're not actually sorry. Just fucking say sorry.
You had that experience.
What does it matter? I say sorry all the goddamn time to people for their steaks cooked wrong. You think I fucking cooked it? No, but I have to be like, oh my god, I am so sorry. Like I will
work on that for you.
Yeah, I'll get a new one for you. I'll get a whatever. Like you can do something, and even if you can't do something, even if you you overbooked your studio or something, and you got to reschedule, and they can't reschedule, you can at least say sorry. And even if you can't do anything for them, just sound sincere. And
I said it before. One time, a girl canceled with me 30 minutes before my hair appointment or whatever, and told me, "Okay, you come back an hour and a half later." No, bitch, no, I can't. Number one, and I said, you know what? Well, are you gonna offer me a discount? This lady, I'm gonna call her a bitch, proceeds to tell me, oh, I'm a professional. I feel like you should have let me offer a discount at first. Before you asked for one, bitch. The proper thing would have said, I'm sorry, can I reschedule you for an hour and a half? I'll take off this amount of money because that's going to determine if I come back or not.
That was your chance, bitch.
It was I was telling her something because, bitch, you inconveniencing me. Yeah. But you're a professional.
And then also, all you did was, so can I have a discount or something? She could have been like, absolutely, I'm so sorry. I was just about to offer you one. Instead of being like, well, I'm a professional and you should have let me. Why do you have an attitude?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
You could have literally basically said what she said,
so
but in a much better and sorry way.
Yeah.
Like you could have said, I was going to offer you a discount. I'm so sorry. I blah blah blah. You could have said all that instead of being a fucking bitch and having an attitude.
And now you know what? Go ahead and cancel my appointment. You just lost your $300.
I think people just be a little sick in the head. That's all.
No, it's the power trip thing. It's like a power trip. They're like, oh, I own my business. I get to make the rules. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Okay, well,
and I can treat people how I want, and I feel like I don't have to take your money if I don't want to. I do think that people sometimes do have unrealistic expectations from businesses.
We should talk about that.
The expectations be high. One time I worked at Wegmans. When I was working at Wegmans, this lady came in because Wegmans gonna give you what you want when you ask for it.
You
know what I'm saying?
People are humble.
They are not, and humble yourself, like I said, because everybody money is green, and when you present yourself a certain way, business wise, because I asked for a product, I paid for it. And we talked about a certain time that I was going to get my product, so I'm expecting that. You expect Wegmans to have your cake when you pay for it at a particular time. Do that. So the lady came in mad late. We about to close. She was like, "Oh, I want a snickerdoodle cookies. Man, we're out of snickerdoodle cookies. Closing." So man, she said, "Well, make some."
Bitch,
it don't work like that. And then proceeded to get, back then. Oh, that is out of my pay grade. I don't know who you talking to. Manager, TL, come handle this. But she was going in about cookies that have to be, it take like a couple hours to make because certain things are pre-made. I mean, not pre-made, they're made right then and there. And it's a particular person that makes. You want me
to take the flour and the sugar
and we're gonna
and mix
she has
it
such
and then
an
put
attitude.
It and then bake it.
Yeah, and we were trying to explain to her. So people demands are very much so high.
Yes.
Which is another thing as well. I think that in the Black community, we need like a Black entrepreneur program or something that teaches customer service. You know what I'm saying? Customer satisfaction.
But I definitely want to.
Maybe it should be obligated before.
I want to make a point about
like RPD. They need to be obligated to do some other type of training before y'all just get out on these streets.
Because mental health testing.
In other countries, you have to have some college education, like an associate's degree or something. You have to have it. It's like a months and months and months of training in the academy. Here, I think it's like 6 weeks, 8 weeks.
And they get an associate's degree. They can skip college, and if they go through the police academy, they say they learn the law in that much time, like a 2-year time period. How we would get a regular associate's degree, 6-week training or however the case may be. We can go ahead and give you your associates because that levels out. It don't.
No, it don't. They don't sit there with fucking the penal law book or any case studies or anything and go through and be like, oh, so this is precedent and this is
the only thing they learn is to make sure they read a bitch they Miranda rights before they start questioning them.
Exactly.
That's the only thing they know. They and that's what people think, like, oh, you have to read me my rights before I get arrested. No, they fucking don't. They can arrest you and take your ass downtown. The only time they need to read you your Miranda rights is if they want to take any statements from you.
If they want to interview you.
This free game anytime. Yeah,
but I definitely want to talk about being a understandable client, like especially with small businesses, and expecting things that aren't realistic. Don't be a Karen. Don't fucking be a Karen.
It's the Karens for me.
Yeah, because you don't want to look like that. And if you're just looking for, like, people come out to eat and search for a reason to be mad so that they can get shit off of their they can get shit off their bill.
We know those. They done ate the whole thing, put a little hair in there. Right. And by the way, but what I'm saying is this. It's building a rapport for me, setting the proper expectations as a consumer that's spending money. Set your proper expectations with the business as a business owner
prior to enlisting their services or whatever. And if they can't do it, then
shout out to Sutherland. They taught me the 5-step sales process.
Sure did.
You know what I'm saying? Set that rapport, that proper expectations. You know what? I'm going to do your pictures, your videos, or whatever at this certain time. We have an agreement. Contract. Stop with the verbal agreements. Black people, we can't trust people no more.
You got to put that shit on paper.
We need that shit on paper. So
there's what Olivia said. even if you didn't technically do anything wrong, just because on behalf of your business, apologize for
just
it.
say sorry.
I was working at
Who
Sutherland.
cares?
Sorry
People
is too
complain
hard.
about their bill. Just acknowledge.
Do you think
what?
I really mean sorry every time I tell a customer sorry for some bullshit? Like,
don't
people
give a
have
fuck.
people have said, this is the loaded potato. There's barely anything on it. Instead,
Not this is the loaded
I'm like,
potato.
you could have just asked for extra, and I would have been like, of course, I can get you more. And I still have to apologize. I'm like, I am so sorry. I'll go get you a side of
As a
everything.
business owner, you don't always
on behalf of the business.
Yeah.
Right. But as a business owner, you don't always have to kiss ass, and that's not what we're saying, because people are very.
That's why
some customers. It's both ways. It's definitely a two-way street.
But realize, know how to recognize
there's clients with unrealistic expectations, which you still have to handle yourself professionally as much as you want to go in.
Yeah,
it's just gonna look bad on you. Regardless of how rude they are and how whatever, people are always going to be like, well, you're the business owner, So just to make yourself look good and whatever, own up to shit. If you can't do something, tell that to them.
Yeah. Put it in a contract.
Yeah.
And if things are not refundable, you need to say that in the beginning and put it in your contract. But here's the thing. If you don't deliver a product that I asked for, and then you're not trying to give me my money back,
exactly,
it's a problem. I'm going to get my money back one way or another. So we either going to do it's up and it's stuck.
I think people just want you to acknowledge, on the client side, they want you to acknowledge that there is a problem.
It is a problem.
Like,
acknowledge it.
This was wrong.
Don't be rude.
This is what I'm going to do.
Or I'm not going to give you your money back, but let's redo this. Do it.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So like, I'm iffy on the whole, oh, I need my money back. Oh, I need a discount. Oh, I need a whatever, because they are, especially with small business. I'm not talking about like a chain, whatever, but like small businesses, it takes time, and their time is worth money, and like I get it and whatever. So I'm not saying it's, I don't like the people that search for a reason to get money back, to get whatever, because that person is still doing that. But you need to be clear on the expectations before. And if you, the business owner, can't do something, you need to tell them that before you agree to do whatever.
I'm not with the having to keep contacting you and keep reminding you. And that should grind my gears.
You should write it down on
it grinds my motherfucking gears, man.
Yeah, communication is key.
It's the unprofessionalism for me. There's so many people that I have either seen from social media, from people, outing their business, from the bad experience that I have had, and I'll tell somebody else, oh no, don't go to homegirl because I scheduled an appointment with her and I took my hair out and all that, and she canceled with me in 20 minutes talking about she got the flu. Girl, you knew you had the flu long before.
Yeah, but you know what? I think you just, as a business owner, try to be as transparent as you can.
Overbooking.
Exactly.
Real people will really recognize, you know what? They real, because they really came to me beforehand. It's like, you know what? I'm messing up. I acknowledge it. This is what I'm going to do to fix it.
And if you can't do something, just say that. And then if they still want you, then they do. And if you don't, if they don't, then they don't.
And stop being money hungry. It's the money hungriness that starts the overbooking, the overcrowding. I'm trying to get all my money, but I cannot produce these things because now I'm overwhelmed.
And here's the thing. Didn't we all learn this in high school? Write down your fucking homework. If you tell somebody you gonna do, this is the day that the shoot is, write that down in a calendar with everything. And if you say you're gonna have their pictures by this day, write that shit down in a calendar and have it done by that day. And if you can't have it done by that day, it's your responsibility. Like you said, I don't like that the client has to remind them.
I'm about to keep reminding you about shit, especially that I paid for.
Responsibility to tell the client, hey, I know we agreed.
In a panoramic, in a Ponder replay.
I'm like,
listen.
I'm like, if you can just be upfront with somebody and say, I know we agreed I'd have your pictures to you in a week. Yeah. I'm gonna need more time. I'm still editing them. Is another week okay?
Ooh.
Looks way more professional.
No, because then you have to start running down about certain shit, and then once it hit social media and Facebook, now it's this is not what happened, and it shouldn't even have to take it this far. But you have to do that nowadays because people are really trying to run off on a plug. I'm gonna fight about my money. I don't give a fuck if it's $1.
At least if you are the first one to reach out to me, as like if the business owner is the first one to reach out, at least the client can't go back and be like, they haven't talked to me. I haven't gotten my shit. I haven't heard a damn thing, because at least you communicated, hey, I'm still working on this and I'm sorry. And I apologize.
And to add to that,
that's the worst part. That's the hardest part, apparently.
For sure. And for business owners, I feel like just people recognize character, even as a person. They're always going to remember how you handled them. So moving forward, they're going to be like, you know what? He may not have delivered this specific service, but you know what? The way he handled me was good.
Let me ask you a question. Business owners, are they able to delegate who they serve their business to?
I mean, yeah, you can.
Here's what I'll say.
You can't discriminate.
I will say
there's law.
That's discrimination.
It's oxymoron to have a business and be private.
Yeah,
true.
You should be
if you want to grow. That
as long
sense.
as you can execute it and it look like tattoo artists, for one, are sometimes very particular on the tattoos they give because that's connected to their name. If they can't make it, if they can't make it look right, or if they can't execute exactly what you want, they will say no because that's their.
My hairdresser will particularly tell you, do not bring me no dark ass lace because I'm not gonna do it because it's not gonna be tied to my name that I did.
I'm not gonna have you saying hair done by this and it looks shitty. So, but that's the thing. If you can't, as a business owner, if they ask for something and you don't think you can, just tell them that.
Just say if it's this is not gonna look right. You know what? From a business point of view, this background not gonna look right on that background. I can do it if you want it.
But I can do it, but
I'm not gonna promise the best results. Right. It's just a communication. That's it. It's simple, but I just feel like as Black people, it's still a disconnect there. It's just the disconnect, either the customer or the business. So it's like, where do we find that common ground so that our Black businesses can flourish? We don't want to keep, tying down, so don't go over there because he's gonna take an hour to make your motherfucking food. You're gonna be waiting. He said he open on Yelp and you ride by that shit closed. Like a motherfucker. So it's the professionalism for me. I just want Black people to do better. And I mean, we got to each one.
I wouldn't say it's only Black.
It's not only Black people. We just see it more. We see it more. We know that.
We know white people are Karens.
We definitely know. We definitely know it's some white people, but it's rare.
I'm gonna speak directly to Black people. Stop doing nigga shit. And you know what I mean by it in context.
It is.
Stop trying to get over on people. Stop trying to be sneaky. Stop trying to be sly.
Money hungry.
And stop being an asshole client.
Yeah.
Like, stop expecting, like,
because people do think they can talk to business owners a certain type of way, and that somebody got to do I don't have to do shit for you.
You don't have to verbally abuse me and me take your business. It goes both ways. It goes both ways.
It's a two-way street.
It's respect, okay? And also,
crabs in a barrel.
Understand that this is these are small businesses. These are people that might just be starting out. These be a little understanding. I think everyone needs a little understanding.
I eat and you eat too. And in Black business, it's so hard for somebody. We get people all the time that come on this show that uses this platform. Speakers, this is your time. Tell us what you're doing in the community. Tell us what your business is. You know what I'm saying? We could all eat and be successful. Yeah.
While we could all eat, make sure you're supporting businesses that support you.
Yeah. They don't do that.
That speaks volumes.
Yeah, that definitely speaks volumes as well.
I don't
know. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
All the shade. And if anybody wants to come on the show and promote their business or got something to talk about, hit us up
definitely
in the DMs.
Hit us up because we got a lot. Y'all see, we
gonna show the
we
love.
Talk about a whole lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
If we like it and we feeling it, you can come on.
But you can't do that.
When you humble, you go far.
Bitches be upset.
But don't hate. Don't be
and be down in the next business and down in the next person. Like it's all room for us to eat. If you're wrong in a business, say you're wrong. How I act on social media may not translate to how I act in my professional. It don't.
Came with a paragraph.
Oh, look who it is.
He said facts. Issues on both sides. The owner cannot be professional, and the customer wants deals. Entitlement because you're Black supporting a Black business, when in reality you could be supporting any other business and would never expect any other person.
Never. Exactly. Let's talk about the discounts.
Yep.
I'm one of those people too.
If my shirt $40, you better pay $40.
Family and friends, you know what I'm saying?
I might even tip you. Make it
stop asking for discounts because you're family or whatever. Support them like you would support.
Because you are not going to Gucci asking for no motherfucking discount.
You can't do it.
You're not doing that. And Prada and Balenciaga asking for no motherfucking discount. So don't come ask me for no motherfucking discount because the answer
if you want to support a small business, support them. Don't ask for discounts because that's not helping them. That's just
I gotta pay my fucking bills too.
Exactly.
And I feel like it's disrespectful. I'm not gonna ask you for a discount.
Just don't shop with me. If you think it's too much, just don't shop with me. Support some other way. Share my shit. I don't know, whatever. But just don't buy it if you can't afford it. But don't come and ask for fucking discounts and then make it my issue or like me being weird or something. You know, like
and then it's a thing. And it's,
don't put me in that position.
I think that goes both ways too, like with dealing with family members as being consumers and then working with family members and shit like that. It's a line, and don't feel bad putting your foot down. Yeah. It's a line that you have to draw as a business owner and things like that. No, I can't do that for you. Don't expect nothing like that. Right. No. And also it's just disrespectful on the opposite end for, let me say it like this, businesses that you may know that person and they feel like, you know, if I paid you or I did something, I'm gonna take my time to get you back your product because you're my family or something like that. No, don't
give them the same customer service, customer experience that anybody else would get.
Learn customer service. Customer service is
everybody.
Key.
I think it should be like required. Every single person works in some type of customer service job. You know how much I learned
customer service skills.
Yes. Shit. But do you know how much I learned working at McDonald's, getting my ass cussed out because somebody didn't get their fucking Sunday right?
Imagine working for AT&T and bitches calling. This is the sales department, but they calling because they bill $600 and they don't know where it came from.
Ma'am,
I'm trying to sell you a phone.
Right, get this tablet.
The tablet.
That's so funny.
Oh my god!
Everybody, just be better, okay? Don't expect the world for cheap, and you know, say sorry and be transparent with your clients.
Proper expectations.
Yes.
Accountability, customer service, and set the proper expectations from the beginning. Then you already know what to expect.
Exactly.
So by the end,
like I said, if you can't do something, just say you can't do it, and you know
you will be put up with being harassed and prejudged and still pay full price in the establishment just to prove them wrong. Period. I remember one time I was at Mag. It's the last thing before we close out, and I had just got my little refund check, and I wanted me a little lipstick or whatever. So I'm trying to pick out, you know, different colors, and the lady that was serving me was fine, but her manager behind her
is
kind of like had an attitude, like so when I asked for the third color, the bitch
don't. Me? Okay. What are you talking about?
But the manager was the one signed in on the register because you know they get what you call it? You know they get when they get the sale. I forgot my mind. Okay, commission. Commission. Yeah. So you know, I'm like, you know what? So the bitch made me mad when she smacked her teeth. Mm-hmm. Okay, bitch. Ooh. You know what? I don't want none of them. Take them all back. Right. So then I went over to the girl. I walked around a little bit, came back. So on my way out, you know, I seen the girl at the other register. I said, "This register?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "I want that one. While the manager was right there and bought something else and cashed out on her ass. Now, like, bitch, I want it on you're not getting register. You're not getting no fucking commission. And bitch, don't try to play me because my money long and it's green too. And I got my refund check. So who you talking to? But it be shit like I'm feeling that. Myself. You know what I'm saying? That people take in, and then every time I used to go into that particular Macy's and that Mac, I used to look at that bitch.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely something in business. But black folks, please use customer service. If y'all say y'all gonna be open, that's a big one for me. Please be open.
Please.
Bitches be hungry.
Please.
We want to eat. I don't want to eat McDonald's or Panera Bread all the time.
Do you know how much I have to beg? Like it I think it's maybe I've worked at my restaurant for 3 years. I think we've closed an hour early.
And if some of y'all don't get them credit card machines, I don't carry cash.
Yeah, especially in the time of, you know, Corona now, like, damn.
But we might have closed an hour early like twice in the whole 3 years of me working.
Cash App kind of changed the game. I'll say that.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. The Square shit.
Even the drug dealers say Cash App.
Yeah, fuck
like, you know what I'm saying? Something. We got any more before we wrap up?
I think that's it today? For closing out. I want to thank everyone for tuning in.
Thank you. Definitely. We had a whole lot to talk about today. RPD, get y'all fucking shit together. We got y'all neck. It's up in the stuck. Period. Because we tired, Rochester, we tired of being on CNN. Kodak already ruined our fucking name, and now we got to deal with, you know what I'm saying, all this bullshit. I just really, anybody that hears me, I'm going to use my time and my platform right now. I really need some internal shit to happen with RPD. We tired. Tired. It's sad.
It's heartbreaking to see that shit. I don't want to even think about if that was my child.
Imagine the shit that we see.
That was their 9-year-old. 9. Yeah. Remember, 9, not 17, not, because everybody was like, a minor, probably like 17-year-old. No, bitch, a 9-year-old.
These 9-year-olds be big. It's her mama's fault. I don't give a fuck if it's her mama's fault.
Right.
I don't give a fuck.
Her mom's not shit, and the cops ain't shit. those are separate things.
Two separate entities.
Two separate things.
But one didn't lead to her getting maced in the face.
Exactly.
Right.
So we're gonna get on your ass.
So because her parents can't protect her, who the fuck we gonna call now?
Y'all should. That's why I said when you heard what the mom said to her as a cop, I would have been like, okay, darling, we're gonna go over here and talk.
Yeah,
because obviously this bitch don't got no screws. Her screws is
nice.
Learn how to read a room.
Yeah, like they don't. We need some conflict crisis intervention.
They know what the fuck they're doing.
RPD, y'all need me to come down here and teach y'all some crisis intervention.
They really do need some mental health or like social workers to come and be like, no, that's not how you do it, honey.
You can't fight arrogance.
Stupid.
All
right, well,
Threeway.
Thank you for tuning in, everybody.
Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Please share this video. If you watched, if you liked it, please share the video.
Please do.
Like our page, Threeway in the Morning. Go on YouTube, watch our shit.
Yes.
We're gonna have some editing.
Down here, y'all see this?
Y'all see it? Right down there.
It's down. It's not up. It's down.
There.
It's down.
It's up.
Down.
It's down and it's stuck.
It's down and it's stuck there.
Please make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff.
No.
And always thank you for supporting. We love to see it.
Yeah, we love to see it. We want you to tune in and watch with us and share this so people could know. Share at the beginning of the live, please, so more people could tune in.
Please.
Well, that's Threeway. And we
Peace out.